Imagine being one of the most feared predators in Africa, a hunter that has survived for millions of years, a creature capable of dragging antelope, zebras, and even buffalo beneath the water. Now imagine that same predator quietly backing away, without a fight, not from a lion, not from an elephant, but from a massive animal that spends most of its day eating grass. Why would a Nile crocodile avoid a hippopotamus? Is it fear? Instinct? Or is there a hidden rule of the wild that most people have never noticed? The answer reveals something surprising about how nature's greatest predators really survive. To understand why crocodiles sometimes avoid hippos, you first have to understand what a Nile crocodile really is. This isn't just another reptile lurking beneath the surface. It's one of the most successful predators the world has ever known. For millions of years, crocodiles have changed very little because they didn't need to. Their design was already nearly perfect. Hidden beneath calm water, they can remain motionless for hours, waiting for the perfect moment. Then, in less than a second, they explode, forward with astonishing speed. Their jaws clamp shut with incredible force, powerful enough to crush bone. Once they seize their prey, they drag it underwater, where panic quickly turns into exhaustion. From fish and birds to antelope, zebras, and even young buffalo vary. Few animals escape once a crocodile commits to an attack. Most creatures crossing an African river understand one simple rule. If the water erupts beside you, it may already be too late. That reputation has made crocodiles one of the most feared animals on the continent. They rarely have to defend themselves because almost nothing willingly challenges an adult crocodile. At least, that's what it seems. There is one enormous exception. An animal that doesn't care about razor-sharp teeth. An animal that can weigh several times more than a crocodile. One that doesn't hunt for food, yet can become explosively aggressive, without warning. When this giant enters the water, even experienced crocodiles often abandon the area instead of standing their ground. But here's the strange part. Hippos aren't predators. They don't eat crocodiles. So why would one of Africa's deadliest hunters choose to back away from a giant herbivore? Because the real danger isn't about being eaten. It's about surviving a fight that was never worth starting. A hippopotamus may look slow, heavy, almost clumsy, but that illusion disappears the moment it feels threatened. An adult hippo can weigh several thousand pounds. Its body is built like a living battering ram with a massive head, thick neck, and jaws that open frighteningly wide. Inside that mouth are enormous canine teeth, not made for hunting, made for fighting. A hippo can slash, crush, and bite with enough force to cause catastrophic injuries. And unlike many animals, it does not always give a warning before it charges. That unpredictability is what makes it so dangerous. Hippos are fiercely territorial in water. Rivers are not just places where they cool down. They are their refuge, their highway, and the center of their social world. So when a crocodile drifts too close, the hippo may not see a predator. It may see an intruder, and that changes everything. A crocodile depends on stealth. Its greatest advantage is surprise. But surprise means very little against an animal too large to overpower and too aggressive to intimidate. Even worse, a single bite from a hippo could damage the crocodile's skull, spine, or limbs. For a predator, that kind of injury can be a death sentence. No healthy crocodile wants to lose its ability to swim, hunt, or defend territory over a confrontation that offers no reward. And this is the key. Crocodiles do not avoid hippos because hippos are always stronger in every situation. They avoid them because the risk is enormous and the benefit is almost zero. But there is one exception. When a young hippo becomes separated from the group, the rules can suddenly change. And that is where the relationship becomes much more dangerous. Most encounters between hippos and crocodiles end before a real fight begins. The crocodile notices the warning, a sudden turn of the head, a wide open mouth, a massive body moving directly toward it, And instead of testing the hippo's patience, the crocodile slips beneath the surface and disappears. But sometimes, there is nowhere to retreat. A crocodile may drift too close to a calf. It may enter the center of a crowded pod, or it may remain beside a carcass that several hippos have decided to investigate. In those moments, the calm river can explode without warning. The hippo charges through the water, jaws open, forcing the crocodile to twist, dive, and escape before those enormous teeth close around its body. The crocodile may appear frightened, but what we are really watching is a rapid calculation. There is no meal to gain, no territory worth defending, and no reason to risk a shattered limb. The crocodile knows when to keep its distance, or does it reveal the real secret behind surviving for millions of years? Walking away does not make the crocodile weak. It proves just how well it understands survival. In the wild, strength is measured by survival. That is why the crocodile retreats. Not because it has forgotten how to fight, because it knows this fight is not worth winning. And if you enjoy discovering the hidden rules that govern the wild, you are in the right place. This is Wild Unknown, a channel where we go beyond the surface, uncover the truth behind dangerous animals, and explore the survival strategies most people never notice. Tell us in the comments, would you rather face a crocodile on land or a hippo in the water? If you want more stories like this, subscribe to Wild Unknown and turn on notifications, because the wild is never what it seems. Wild Unknown, deeper into the wild.